Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. A great center being signed by the Lakers is a topic talked about every day. Manager Rob Pelinka stated that he has several centers as trade targets. But which one would fit best with Davis and LeBron? Nick Claxton is just 25 years old, athletic, great size, and still has skill. This could lead to him having great success with the Lakers and filling the void of a big man who will solve the problem of a solid backup to Anthony Davis and still useful Davis to control rival bigs. The Lakers have great interest in young player Nick Claxton, who has been one of the NBA's standouts and a star candidate. The Los Angeles Lakers' most recent 122-110 defeat at the hands of the Cleveland Cavaliers Tuesday night dropped the team's record to 18-14, despite Austin Reeves' game-high 35 points. Cleveland found success early into the contest by attacking the rim with reckless abandon, despite Los Angeles trotting out Anthony Davis, one of the most dominant rim protectors in recent memory. The Cavaliers' all-star point guard Darius Garland racked up 14 assists by attacking the paint and dishing the ball off to either Jarrett Allen or Evan Mobley, a frontcourt tandem that combined for 47 points on 71.4% shooting from the floor. Though Davis is a generationally talented rim deterrent, Cleveland realized that the Lakers possessed zero shot-blocking ability outside of the 9-time All-Star. Due to this, Garland was easily able to find his skilled big men after drawing Davis away from the rim or getting him to mistime his block attempts. For this reason alone, the Lakers and their general manager Rob Pelinka have been labeled as potential buyers as the February 6 trade deadline approaches, seeking a proven shot blocker to assist Davis at the rim. In order to remedy their struggles with interior defense, the Lakers could pull off a trade to acquire a solid young center from the selling Brooklyn Nets, Nick Claxton. At 25 years old, the 6'11" Claxton could be the perfect match to stand aside Davis as rulers of the painted area on defense for the Lakers. Seeing as though Los Angeles and Brooklyn have already agreed on a trade centered around the veteran forward Dorian Finney-Smith Sunday afternoon, the potential for another deal to be negotiated is present. Claxton placed top 10 in Defensive Player of the Year voting for 2022-23, the same season in which he led the league with a 70.5% field goal percentage. Claxton's mix of length and agility makes him one of the most versatile defensive centers in the game, evidenced by his career figure of 1.7 blocks paired with a 1.5 defensive box plus-minus. The potential acquisition of Brooklyn's rising center not only assists Los Angeles on the defensive end, it also provides LeBron James with an athletic lob threat with the ability to run in transition. In a deal for Claxton, Los Angeles would likely send Brooklyn salary filler in the form of Gabe Vincent or Jared Vanderbilt along with draft capital and a young prospect like Jalen Hood-Schifino to help Brooklyn with their rebuilding efforts. Dorian Finney-Smith exudes selfless, team-first mentality as he speaks out on joining Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers made a major move before the end of the month, trading away guard D'Angelo Russell in a deal with the Brooklyn Nets. In return, Los Angeles received forward Dorian Finney-Smith and guard Shake Milton. The Lakers are hoping that Finney-Smith, one of the premier 3-and-D wings in the league, can help lead them to a top seed in the West this season. The new Lakers forward shared what he wants to do now that he's been dealt to Los Angeles. "I'm just trying to help these guys any way I can," Finney-Smith said. "If it's with my energy, giving energy. Making shots. Whatever they need me to do, I'm going to do." This season, Finney-Smith is averaging 10.4 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game while shooting 45.9% from the field and an impressive 43.5% from beyond the arc. With the Lakers moving Russell to the bench this season, it makes sense that the franchise wanted to move on from the former lottery pick. Russell reportedly is excited for a new opportunity with the Nets, and the Lakers received a solid veteran role player in return. Adding Finney-Smith to the roster gives the Lakers some options on the wing alongside LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Austin Reeves in their rotation. The Lakers could continue to use players like Rui Hachimura, Max Christie, Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish and others, but Finney-Smith should provide them with some improved shooting and defense at the forward position. Hopefully, Finney-Smith's ability to knock down the three ball will open up more driving lanes for James and Davis on the offensive end, as teams won't be able to leave Finney-Smith open on the outside. Max Christie is coming into his own and the Lakers are thriving as a result. After a rough start to his season, Lakers guard Max Christie has proved a vital piece of the starting lineup as he continues to make big strides. The NBA is a what have you done for me lately league and no one has learned that more this season than Max Christie. After entering the year with a new contract, a new head coach with lots of belief in him and a new role as sixth man, a poor start to the season saw him fall all the way out of the rotation less than a month into the season. But with head coach J.J. Redick searching for solutions amid a three-game losing streak in early December, Christie was given another opportunity, having earned his way back into regular minutes. And since then, he hasn't looked back. On Thursday against the Blazers, Christie showed just how much he's grown as a player since that start to the season, scoring a career-high 28 points. He hit 5 three-pointers in 32 minutes, and only LeBron James logged more time on the floor. The Lakers needed everything Christie could provide, given that Anthony Davis was out with a sprained ankle and Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton still getting acclimated, as they held on for a 114-106 victory. For Christie, it was a night where he showed the surest signs of his potential and continued to make good on his head coach's belief in him. "You have to learn how to be a pro," Redick said, "and by that, I mean you have to learn how to do the same thing every night to the point where you're reliable and the coach can't take you off the court. And that's where the growth I've seen from Max over the last 6 to 8 weeks. These intangibles and hard-to-identify metrics are precisely why Max got the contract and raise this summer. He's a player who generally gets it. He does the dirty work and embraces defending the best perimeter players. Christie crashes the boards hard, and if he can be relied upon to knock down the open shot, he'll make it harder and harder to remove him from the starting lineup. But Christie is still learning on the fly, and those moments of struggle can still be seen throughout the game as well. I didn't think his first run was good in terms of his defensive disposition," Redick said. "He also took 2 mid-range shots, and I wanted to really wring his neck. And what he got back in the game, I thought his career night started with changing the disposition on defense. The other thing is, we talked about him developing as an initiator for the offense because we're down a ball handler right now. We probably had 10 to 12 possessions where he had to bring it up, including some possessions late game. There were 2 close calls, but he didn't have any turnovers on those plays. I thought that was big again for him and his development. Just getting him into these situations, I think is huge." One of these dicey moments Redick referenced came during the fourth when the Lakers' lead shrunk to just 3 points with 2:23 left to play. Instead of spotting up in the corner as he typically does, Christie navigated a pick and roll with LeBron, and while his pass barely reached James' hands, he was able to handle it and score to give LA a 2-possession advantage. The following offensive set, Christie stepped up again, got fouled on a shot attempt and sunk his free throws to all but secure the result. These are the highs and lows for a young player trying to develop in the high-pressure environment of Los Angeles. The growing pains are common. Luckily, Christie is now passing these tests more often than he is failing. "I thought my positive self-talk was really good in that moment," Christie said. "I was able to kind of keep me going. I had a couple threes and had a couple of nice reads on the backside to cut to the basket, get a few dunks. So I just think tonight I was aggressive, I was assertive, and I stayed positive with my self-talking even after a little bit of a slow start." While a 28-point outing is unrealistic for Christie every night, his recent play is a standard he can reach. Since taking over as a starter, Christie is averaging 12.1 points per game, 2.8 rebounds, and 1.3 assists. He's also knocking down 44% of his three-point attempts. With D'Angelo Russell gone, guard minutes are up for the taking, and if he continues to play as he has since early December, just like Reddick said, Christie will force his coach's hand and be a legit starter on a team with championship aspirations. Progress is not a straight line, and undoubtedly, there will be more unexpected bumps on the road. However, if the first game of 2025 is any indication, Max will win those trials and tribulations more than he loses, and that's good news for him and this franchise as they continue their journey toward becoming contenders in the West.